Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today we're gonna do something that I've seen done a few times on YouTube and on Instagram, and I haven't tried it myself, so I figure let's go ahead and try it ourselves and see how it comes out. Okay, so I watched a few guys make burnt ends out of Spam, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, I haven't tasted Spam since I was a kid, okay, and I don't know if I really liked it back then, but we'll see. We can doctor it up a little bit, and we're gonna do it the Recteq way, and we're gonna see how this comes out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our Spam up into cubes. We're going to season it with some Recteq honey rib rub, and then we're going to use the spicy gourmet barbecue sauce from Recteq to coat them at the end and let them run until they're finished cooking. Okay, so we're going to be cooking on the 1070 today. I already got it behind me, coming up to temp to 225 degrees. So let's go ahead and get this started. No sense in over talking it. Let's get it done. All right, so we're going to open up our can of Spam here and get this processed meat out of the can. Come on out of there. Just like that. All right, so, and we're gonna cut this up, or try to cut this up into 1-inch cubes. Now we're gonna be using our Dow Strong knife here. You guys know I love Dow Strong knives. I just got this one. This is the Dow Strong Shadow Black Series Marauder Edition knife, okay? I love the red color. The hook's on the end, and it's really sharp. Goes through the Spam like butter. All right, let's see if we can get these cut into some even pieces. All right. Spam sticking to the knife. All right, and we'll cut them like this. I'm not sure exactly what Spam is. I'm sure it's some type of processed meat, probably along the same lines as hot dogs. So we'll see how this turns out. All right. And let's go ahead and cube these bad boys up. Cube here, and we'll cube here. So hopefully those aren't too small. All right. And guys, don't forget that we are an affiliate of Dow Strong Knives. So if you're interested in getting something like this, I'll put the link at the bottom of the description block where you can get 10% off your order, going through my affiliate link, okay? All right, so there we have it. Now, the one thing that I saw that a lot of people were doing, they were putting these in a pan. But I want to put them on a rack. So let me get my rack, and I'll be right back. All right, so before we put them on the rack, let's go ahead and get them seasoned. So I have my pan here. I'm going to put the squares in here. Now, what I've saw is a lot of people were cooking them in their pan like this, but I don't think it'll get an even coating of fire, heat, and smoke in the pan. So we'll go ahead and we'll season these bad boys up as much as possible. Now, the Spam I have here is the Spam that has regular Spam. They do make a low sodium Spam, but we'll see how the regular Spam comes out, okay? All right, so we got our rack here. We're gonna space these out on our rack just like we would do normal burnt ends if we were doing beef brisket burnt ends or poor man's burnt ends from a pork roast or something along those lines. But I want to make sure we get some decent smoke and some decent heat around the entire burnt end. Hopefully they don't shrink too much. I'm sure Spam is full of fat. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so simple enough. We got them coated. Let's go ahead and get them on the 1070. We're gonna let them roll for about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, till we get the color that we want. And then we'll go ahead and put them in the pan and do part two. Okay, so let's head over to the 1070. And I'm going to put these on the top shelf of the 1070 because, of course, some more smoke rises up. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more smoke flavor on them if I have them on the top shelf. All right. All right, guys. So we'll come back in about an hour and a half and we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys. So it has been 2 hours that our Spam burnt ends have been on the smoker. And here they are right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get them sauced. Let's get them in the pan. Oh, I'm losing them everywhere. All right, let's go ahead and get these bad boys sauced. All right, guys, like I mentioned, we're gonna be using this spicy gourmet barbecue sauce from Recteq. It's pretty thin. I'm gonna pour it all over here. We're gonna make sure everything gets coated well. And we're gonna put these back in the smoker for another hour. Hopefully that sauce will set up. We may come back and check it in about 30 minutes to see if we need to stir this around again. Let's go ahead and get this back on the smoker. All right, we'll see how these come out in about an hour. All right, guys, so it's been an hour now in the pan and in the barbecue sauce. And let's go ahead and see what we got here. Well, as you can see, the barbecue sauce did set up, so looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get it on the cutting board. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these off. Hopefully none of them roll on the ground, so I'm taking my time with the spatula. When I tempted these, right before we took them out, they tempted out at 176 degrees internal. I don't want to waste any of that sauce. Pour a little bit of that sauce on it. All right, let's have a taste test. All right, guys, so we're done with our cook. They smell really good, man, but I can smell a lot of sauce and a little smokiness to them. They look really good. They got a nice color to them. Not as much char as I would have liked. We cooked these at 225 degrees for 2 hours. I take that back. We cooked these at 225 degrees for 1.5 hours, and then we cranked the temperature up to 250 degrees for the last half an hour. Then we put them in the sauce, and then we put them back at 250 degrees in the pan for another hour. So, all right, let's go ahead and have a taste test. Spam burnt ends. Wow, you know, actually that is not bad at all. It's a little saltiness to them, so be careful of the rub that you use. I know Spam already has a high sodium content. Maybe next time, cut the cubes, toss them in some water, rinse them off a little bit, might get rid of some of the sodium that's within the meat. But since I used a sweet rub and a sweet spicy sauce, it balanced out the saltiness of the Spam really well. Nice, smoky. It's got a nice texture on the outside, and it's nice and tender on the inside. This is not a bad, cheap appetizer. If you're having a whole bunch of folks over, cut these up, make some Spam burnt ends. I don't think they'll ever know the difference, okay? I think what I would do, though, to get a little bit more char on them, is either cook them at a higher temperature because they don't seem to have lost a whole lot of their size from rendering any fat, or after I smoke them for 2 hours, toss them on a griddle or a skillet or something to get some char on the edges and stuff, and then toss them in the pan, cover them with the sauce, and let them go for an hour, and you can't go wrong with these. So, well, you know, like I said, I hadn't had Spam since I was a kid, and this might be something definitely to go back to when we have some get-togethers going on. So just don't tell people you're using Spam, all right? So they'll turn their nose up at it before they even taste it, all right? So, well, that's all we have time for. Hey, if you guys are interested in a Recteq grill, check out recteqgrills.com or check out our affiliate link down in the description block. You get 5% off of your purchase, okay? Also, if you guys are interested in a Dow Strong knife, you get 10% off your purchase if you use our affiliate link That'll be down in the description block also, okay? Well, that's it. So go ahead and finish up this beer, eat a few more Spam burnt ends, and get out here and cut this grass. Hey, like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Hey, as always, hey, we'll see you guys around the smoker.